how's it going, guys? So right now we're gonna talk about another expanded deck that is, I think it has some potential, but who knows. We're gonna be talking about Nightmarch. As you guys know, I'm very proud of Nightmarch. It's my go-to deck. I always play it I always go back to Nightmarch. I don't know why it is. Maybe because it was the first deck that I played in Pokemon. And I know it so well. I know how to run it well, and I just feel comfortable with it. And honestly, that's the bottom line when it comes to decks, guys. You guys need to be playing something you feel comfortable with, something you know is gonna be the right play or the right call. So with that said, guys, we're gonna get into Nightmarch. I'm gonna break this deck down for you guys and show you the combos and stuff like that, and how to pilot it correctly. I need to work on that because I keep not being able to say that. But yeah. Anyways, let's get into this deck. Alright, guys, so let's get into this deck. We're gonna start off with the Pokemon lineup. It obviously runs 4 Joltics, 4 Punkaboos, and 4 Lampins. Also I want to say this is the list that won the expanded regionals. I think it was Fort Wayne. Not 100% sure. Don't quote me on any of this stuff because I don't know. But it was one of the decks that top 4. So that's this list, and that's the list that I'm going to be talking about. So yeah. So it has your standard Night Marchers. Obviously you're running 4 of each because you're trying to maximize on the attack. Don't be bad. Don't run 3 of these. Run the 4. Okay. It runs a Tauros or Marshadow. Okay. The reason you run the Tauros because for the mirror match, I know it sounds weird, but for the mirror match you want to open Tauros because they can't get through this. They have to work kind of hard to hit 180. That means they need 9 Nightmarchers in the discard pile. That means that's 3 battle compressors without any supporters. Which some Nightmarch decks are able to pull off turn 1, but it's really hard to get up to 180. So opening this is really good for the mirror. And also, if you're just playing anything else, to hit 180 turn 1, it's kind of hard. And then once they do hit it, you can just Mad Bull GX them for the counter attack. It is really one Marshadow because, let's say you need to hit a big number, you do it with Marshadow. And you usually use Marshadow late game because that's how you want to come in, like towards the end. You want to come in with Marshadow, hit those big numbers that you need to hit, and get the accurate knockout possible. For your draw support, you are running triple Shaman, 1 Oranguru, and 1 Lele. The Oranguru is good for that late turn end. Like if you get end late turn with Nightmarch, you're pretty much stuck. Like it's hard to get out of that. But that's why the Oranguru is there. So if you get end to 1, this is how you recover from it. The Lele, it's for you to set up early game for you to get that Sycamore, or to get a Ghetsis turn 1, to get an end turn 1. Whatever it is that you need to get turn 1, this is how you do it. The Shamans come in hot to draw. And also for the mirror match, if they have a Joltik, you bring up a Shaman, you Sky Return, you get this back to your hand, which protects your bench, and then on top of that, you're hitting them for a knockout. Next, I'm going to talk about stadiums. So I am running this deck. I am running it because I'm playing it, but the guy who got top 4, he was running 2 Dimension Valleys, which is really great because you want to be able to attack with Punkaboos. Previous last year, people weren't running Dimension Valley because they didn't really think Punkaboo was a viable resource. Now that you have spread damage and stuff like that, Punkaboo is more handy and more there's more use for it at the end of the day. Supporter line, it is running 3 Sycamores, 1 N, 1 Lysander, 1 Ghetsis, 1 Guzma, 1 Teammate, 1 Ranger, and 1 Hex. So let's talk about the 1-ups. Why is it only running 1 N? Why is it only running 1 Lysander, 1 Guzma? The reason 1-ups is because you're using Battle Compressor, and your Battle Compressor should consist of 2 Night Marchers, which are the Lampins, because you don't want to draw those at all. the 2 Lampents, and a draw supporter that will, or a supporter that you can get back with via Seeker. So that's why you won't run a lot of 1-ups. Let me talk about the supporters just so quick. So the Lysander is there just in case if you already have an attacker and you want to bring up an attacker, or you want to bring up something that you want to knock out without having to switch. Guzma's, if you get put into that position where your Rangaru's up there and you need to get it out, that's how you get it out. The Ranger, if item lock is your concern, you use the Ranger to get the Pokemon Ranger to get out of that. Hex Maniac is for Trevenant, because playing against Trevenant is very annoying, and it's also for Greninja, so they can't Water Shuriken you. So yeah, and that's pretty much it. The Getsus is for Mirror Match turn 1. You want to Getsus them, you want them to cry, you want them to go home. Same thing with Darkrai, you want to do this to them turn 1. But yeah. It is running 1 Float Stone, 1 Choice Band. Choice Band to get that extra 30 damage from any EX, GX Pokemon. The Float Stone just in case if you get put into a position where you need to retreat or you open something that you didn't want to open. That's what you use the Float Stone for. We got a Computer Search. This is our ace spec for the deck. We run Computer Search because we want to search things that are going to help us. We want to get a Battle Compressor. We want to get a puzzle time if it's late into the game and we already have a puzzle in hand. That's what we use Computer Search for. I'm speeding up because my camera's gonna die. But yeah, it runs 4 Battle Compressors, 4 Trainer's Mails, 4 Puzzle Time, and 4 Ultra Balls. This is very item heavy. Oh, we'll talk about that right now. You're running 4 of these because of the consistency. You want to be able to hit a Battle Compressor. You want to be able to hit an Ultra Ball to discard things, to draw more, to get a Shaman, draw some more. And the same thing with Battle Compressor. You want to discard things as fast and as effortlessly as possible. Same thing with Trainer's Mail. You want to have 4 of them because you want to be able to hit these trainers right here. This is what you're trying to hit with the Trainer's Mail. Or maybe even a supporter. That's what this is for. Puzzle Time, obviously it's in there because you use 2 of them. You can get back any 2 cards that you want into your hand. So this is very handy for that situation. And last but not least, well, we have 4 BS Seekers, a Field Blower, and a Special Charge. The Special Charge is to recover your double colorless because you are only running 4. Sorry about that, guys. My camera ended up dying. I was trying to catch it before it died, but that didn't seem to work. So yeah. So we run the Field Blower for Garbodor because we don't want our Rangaroo to be shut down. We want our Shamans to be active or to be live. So that's the reason for this. The Marshadow also, like, we don't want that to be shut off. So that's that. I think I already talked about this, but I'm gonna talk about it again. This is the only way to get your double colors back. Well, this and Puzzle Time, but this helps out a lot. Also, if you're getting decked out, you kind of want to go for the Special Charge. So yeah, and then the 4 VS Seekers to get back any supporters that you need. And obviously, you want to conserve these as best as possible. But at the same time, if you have a hand like with a Sycamore and like 2 of these in your hand, you kind of want to play the Sycamore. You don't want to hold on to these because unless you have the N in your discard pile, then you want to play the N, obviously. But if that's all you have is the Sycamore and these 2 bad boys, you kind of want to play the Sycamore, discard these 2 bad boys. Don't worry about it. It's okay. You'll survive. But yeah, so don't hesitate sometimes. That's pretty much the gist of it. And last but not least, 4 double colorless. It doesn't run any other energies because this is all you really need to attack with Nightmarch. You use these to attack with your Joltik, or to attack with your Punkaboo, or to attack with Marshall, because that's all you're attacking with. And it also helps with Taurus, because Taurus is double colorless. But yeah, anyways, that's the deck tutorial right there for Nightmarch. Guys, that was the breakdown of Nightmarch right there. As you've noticed, I showered, or I look better, like more awake. But yeah, yeah, so Nightmarch, it's a very, very aggressive deck. You want to do as much as you can, as fast as you can, before your opponent does something to interrupt that. And that's pretty much what you want to do with Nightmarch. all I have to say is Nightmarch is a very underrated deck. Lots of people don't really expect it, but it still packs a good punch, and it more than likely will see more playing expanded as the months go by. So yeah. Anyways, guys, with that said, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Be sure to share the video if anybody's interested in how to play Nightmarch or they're trying to figure out what expanded format is. Like always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.